Hi friends, Evolving Guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for following along with our collection journey. So today is a Wild Card Wednesday video, and these videos are just kind of random, just whatever is sort of striking my fancy or something that I have on hand that I can turn into a video. And so today it is a little bit of a wild card. We're going to be opening this DEOXYS VMAX and VSTAR box. I found this at Walmart the other day. You just don't know these days what you're going to find. It's really hard to find product on shelves anyway. And then sometimes these older boxes will pop up, and I think most of the time they probably disappear quickly, like people find them and buy them, so it's not that I'm the one who, but yeah, this one box was just sort of hanging out, and so I grabbed it. It's not a great value, I'll be honest with you. I mean, it's always exciting to see old Sword and Shield packs, and it looks like, from what I can tell, we've got 2 Lost Origin, 1 Astral Radiance, and 1 Brilliant Stars inside. So we are going to open this box and open those packs, and then I'm going to supplement those packs with some I have on hand. I have a couple Brilliant Stars, a couple Astral Radiance, and a couple Lost Origin, just loose packs in my collection that I'm going to break out. So we're going to open those as well. So we're going to do today's kind of a walk down memory lane for Sword and Shield. So the reason I say this isn't a great value, I mean, on one hand, anytime you can grab some older packs, that's not a bad idea. I don't know what the market value of these packs are, but you know, they're, as we get further and further away, look at that, that's very pink inside that box. Very interesting. It actually looks like it's an insert. Huh. That is, oh, look at that. It is, in fact, we'll zoom out for a second. It is a little background. I don't remember this. I don't know if I ever opened one of these in the time that it was released. I think a lot of these collection boxes, you know, again, if you're collecting the Black Star promo cards, then it might make sense to grab these. But anyway, I mean, back in the day. So we're going to see what's inside this box. And the reason I say it's not a great value, Walmart was charging, I think, around $45 for this box, which, you know, that is too much. I didn't realize it was so much. I thought there were 6 packs inside when I first got it. When I saw the price, I thought, oh, there's 6 packs inside. And then I took a closer look. So we are see, so these are some Black Star promos. So this is Sword and Shield number 268. Oh, there's Sword and Shield. The DEOXYS VMAX is Sword and Shield number 267. Oh, and 266. So we'll put them in order there. So you do get 3 Black Star promos, which is pretty decent. DEOXYS V, DEOXYS VMAX, and DEOXYS VSTAR. So 266, 267, and 268. So 3 Black Star promos. I didn't check the market price of those promos. They're probably not that valuable because these were probably readily available at the time. You get this jumbo card, which, again, I feel like there's kind of a limited market for jumbo cards. I try to resell them just for $1 or $2 each because they're just not that valuable, most of them. And then you do get the 4 packs inside. Again, 4 packs for that price is just not really worth it. I like to think in terms, I've talked many times on the channel, whenever we open a collection box, we talk about how to assess the value of these products. And, you know, for me, I would say, you know, you're thinking $5 of value for each pack, so that's 4 packs, so there's $20. And then if they're charging more than that, you have to kind of think in terms of, you know, what else is in the box. Again, in this case, you get just the jumbo card and the 3 promo cards, so that's worth something. I mean, you know, $5 or $10 of like of price of the product. So I would expect this box to maybe retail for $30. So to pay 40 or 45, that's, you know, a little rich. So we're kind of doing it a little bit for science. But if you saw one of these products for that, I wouldn't pick it up. Again, unless you're desperate for these packs. In our case, we have a master set of Brilliant Stars. We have a master set of Astral Radiance. So these packs will be fun to open, but we're not really chasing any cards. Lost Origin is more attractive. The only card we're missing is the Giratina Alt Art card, which, again, very unlikely to pull, but, you know, these are kind of like lottery tickets. You know, we'll see if we get something. And so these are the 4 packs that we're in. And then, like I said, I kind of saw what packs were in there, so we're going to open some additional packs. So let's see how, if my stock packs from my collection do better. So we'll start with Brilliant Stars. I think this is in order of release. I remember when Brilliant Stars came out, it was, you know, kind of a fun set. It was a big deal with the Charizard. Oh, so we have, I'll give you the code card. I used to resell code cards, and there's just not much market for them anymore. Even some of these third-party apps, like, they charge literally like a fraction. You get a fraction of a penny for the code cards, and it's just not worth it. I mean, you need thousands of code cards to even like get enough for a booster pack. So anyway, these Brilliant Stars, now the nice thing about these is that they introduced a trainer gallery starting with Brilliant Stars. So there is a chance in the reverse holo slot to get one of those cards. Just a Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl is fitting because the Grimmsnarl deck is kind of a hot deck right now. All right, so that is the one from, you can see, some of these packs, this obviously was in a Pokeball. You can kind of tell when it's all crinkled up, but I found some Pokeballs recently that had some of these older packs inside, so I crack them open and then just set the packs aside. It is true that I'm looking at my sort of, so there's the code card, my collection of packs. So we do 4 cards. Now with the new Sword and Shield, you don't have to do a pack trick. With the old one, you do 4 cards and then 2 cards to the back, and then you're going to go through the when you do it that way, you have the commons first. So common, 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 common. Then you have the energy card, or in this case, you get the VSTAR marker, and then you get the uncommons, which would include any trainers that are in the pack. Now we do have common trainers, but in the old days. And then you get the reverse holo, and then this puts the holo, in this case just the Mewtwo, which is not a holo. So nothing there in our old pack. And so then our second pack from the collection, we'll see if it does better than the one in the box. But anyway, I was noticing that just getting these packs out today that, I am, my stock of Sword and Shield era stuff is getting smaller. I have fewer of these packs on hand, just loose packs to open. I do have some sealed Sword and Shield products that I've held back, which, we'll see what happens with those if I resell those or just hold them. There's our reverse, and yeah, so Brilliant Stars, we're 0 for 3. We did not get any hits in the 3 Brilliant Stars packs. So now we're moving on to Astral Radiance. So this is the Astral Radiance that was in the box that we just picked up. We'll see if we get anything in this, and then we have 2 Astral Radiance packs that we're going to check out. We're getting a lot of the, maybe it makes sense in a box that has a V-Star. That we get all these VSTAR cards instead of energy cards. There's the VSTAR. So this is Astral Radiance, the Machamp. Alt Art is really the chase card here. I did pick that up at a card show, I don't know, a year or so ago now. It was the last card we needed, nothing there. So yeah, boy, nothing good so far from any of these. Now we'll go into my Astral Radiance packs. Yeah, it is a nice feeling when you kind of cross off that master set, because then you're not chasing cards anymore. And you can, these do stick a little bit. Yeah, 1, 2, that one. Wait, where's the, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. In this case, yeah, that was a little tricky there. All right, so we have our commons, then uncommons. So Astral, yeah, we don't have anything we're chasing in this set. There's the energy card. Now we'll get into our uncommons. Whoops. Now there is a trainer gallery here as well. Oh, we did get a hit, technically, the Absol, but we can put that aside because that is technically a hit. It's our first hit of any kind in these packs. So, yeah, I'm getting fewer and fewer. I'm having on hand fewer and fewer of these Sword and Shield era packs. Just as we go further away, they're harder to find, and we do use the ones we have for different things. So anyway, it's just the nature of things. Now we're firmly in the Scarlet and Violet era, kind of getting in the last third of the Scarlet and Violet era, so we'll see kind of what comes next. Whoops, nothing. See, nothing in the reverse slot. Oh, I did it. I must have stuck together. I think I did this. Yeah, because we ended, where's our... There we go. Registeel is actually our regular rare. So remember, if you're new to the hobby, up until the Scarlet and Violet block, you could just get a Black Star regular rare, it was called. Now the regular rare is actually a holo rare. So far we've only gotten this one hit, this one Absol. Now we have 4 packs of Lost Origin left. These are the ones I'm most excited about because we are chasing that Giratina alt art. I mean, of course, the chances of pulling it are very low. We have never pulled it, of course. We're still chasing it. It would be great. It'd be great to get a hit of any kind at this point. We're really kind of striking out. I do remember my memory of Lost Origin is upon release back, you know, I was going to pre-release tournaments back then. My son was participating in playing the TCG, and I remember going to a pre-release, I think it was a pre-release tournament for Lost Origin, and this one younger woman, you may think she was we did get a hit, a Drapion V. This was actually a valuable kind of tech, I think, I'm not an expert on the TCG, but this wild style ability I remember was really important for some decks back in the day. So we did get our first hit, but nothing too exciting. All right, that was from the box that we just picked up. We've got one more pack from that box. So we can, oh, there we go. We'll give you the code. All right, so we'll see if we get anything from the box that's better than the Drapion V. And then we'll move on to the other packs. But anyway, I remember Lost Origin, you know, you know, she was a teenager, I think, or younger. She bought a booster box, which was, I mean, again, thinking of before times. A Gudra, it is a holo, again, so technically a hit, but definitely not anything exciting. 2 more packs of Lost Origin. Yeah, this was back in the day. Again, I talked about it on the channel on a video the other day. Just remember the before times when you could buy a booster box upon release for $100. That is just a thing of the past. Hopefully we'll get back to that someday, but we'll see. Anyway, she bought a booster box of Lost Origin, and she pulled a Giratina alt art in her first booster box, so that was a good one to pull. I think the price on it's you know, gone up a lot. It's gone down recently. It's like, you know, it's still very expensive, but I guess somewhat stable. It's kind of returned to earth a tiny bit. I still think it's like $500 or $600, so it's definitely a pretty pricey card to pick up. All right, and we did get again another holo rare hit. So in the Scarlet and Violet era, all packs are guaranteed 2 reverse holos and 1 holo rare. In the old days, you weren't guaranteed a holo rare. That was considered a hit. Our last pack, and then yeah, you could a lot of times you would get a regular rare, just a non-holo card with the black star. So last pack, can we get some last pack magic? And we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 to the back, and we'll flip it over. All right, well, thanks for watching. This was, again, just a Wild Card Wednesday. It really is a wild card. You just don't know sometimes when you show up at stores, like, whoops, what you're going to find. And so we were lucky to find this box, although I would not pay what Walmart is asking for it. You can always do the math yourself, just that internal calculus. It is fun to open these older packs, and these older packs might be harder to come by in the real world, so you know, you can consider it kind of that. We didn't get any trainer galleries in any of these, which is kind of surprising. But anyway, this is what we found. We added some packs to it. Just a little trip down memory lane. All right, ready? Oh, we're losing our focus. All right, last pack. Oh, look at that, a double Parasect, but that is definitely not what we're hoping for. So anyway, thanks for watching the channel. We're going to have more videos soon. And yeah, hope you're doing well. Let me know what you're finding out there, anything wild or crazy, and we'll catch you in the next video real soon.